Welcome back.
This is Real Estate on Sunday. We broadcast from the center of the real estate universe.
We do, and I'm Diana Doherty.
Wait a minute. We got to say where the
We have something
center,
else?
Newton Center, Massachusetts.
Newton Center, Massachusetts.
That's the
Center of Real Estate.
And now you can introduce
I'm
yourself.
Diana Doherty.
I'm Jim Lowenstern.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, please call us at 1-800-967-3561.
Like us on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter.
So I am
Bulked up. You look like you've gained some weight
bulked
here.
up. So this is, every week we have a reveal. Last week it was...
Winter to spring.
We went to like summer clothing. So this week I get to show my new Castles Unlimited sweatshirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unveiling.
Yeah. It's getting a little warm. All right. So let's go right into the show.
Perfect. What are we talking about today?
Top 10 reasons why SiriusXM should pick up our show.
Broadcast Real Estate on Sunday.
Yes, they need us. Okay, so number 10.
I'll do number 10.
Yes.
Really cute hosts.
Really cute. Well, she's cute.
Oh.
Okay, number 9. SiriusXM doesn't have a call-in real estate show hosted by Realtors. They've got something with lawyers and...
Okay, yeah. That's a good one.
Professors at the Wharton School of Business. And seriously, what do they really know about real estate? Probably nothing.
And number 8, they don't have a real estate show that can go off topic and be entertaining.
Yes, well, we're entertaining, right. Number 7, they don't have a show that's both TV and radio. You're watching us and listening to us, see? They don't have that.
They don't have that.
No, they don't have it.
They need a show that reaches both the professional real estate agent and the consumer.
Number 6, that was number 6.
That was number 6.
Number 5, they need a radio show that is produced for less than $4 a week, same as their stock price. That's bad, but I actually am a stockholder. So
Okay, well, that's good.
I can say that.
You can say
I
that.
am allowed.
So that's only $4 a week. Maybe I need a raise.
It's like $3.95, and that's like the high price. No, actually, it went up to like $7 or $8 once, and then crashed to about 20 cents.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Number 4, they need a show that is produced in Boston to give the listeners an intellectual viewpoint that only Bostonians can, like ourselves.
Yes, yes. Number 3, they need us, Diana and Jim. Truly, 2 of the most experienced real estate professionals with almost 50 years of experience between us. So it's the most experienced real estate professionals in the nation to answer consumer questions related to real estate. They need that.
They do. Number 2, SiriusXM needs our show because of all the social media associated with it, Sirius will sell more memberships because of us.
Yes.
And our show.
We won't even ask for commissions.
No,
No, we'll work for free
we'll waive that.
for a while. Number 1, and the number 1 reason why Sirius should broadcast our show is because we have listened to the talk shows on Sirius already, and we know that they really need us. That's also our Yelp review. It's 1 star now, but it'll be 5 stars after we join the Sirius team.
I love it.
Yes. Isn't that great?
I do love it. Yes.
Okay, so what's next?
So is that our interview, our to Sirius? We're going to send that into Sirius Radio?
It's already there.
It's already there? Well,
It's
this
already
little
there.
clip.
It's going to be on the internet.
I love it.
So anytime anybody does a search for Sirius Radio, our
We'll be there.
video clip will probably be there. Something they didn't
Okay.
talk about. They didn't answer us. They'll probably give us a call now.
We'll never give up, right? Never give up.
Telling us to take down the clip. Okay.
A cease and desist, right?
Cease and desist, exactly. So what's next?
So let's talk about New England Prosperity.
Yes, let's talk about that.
So this is a website that you've designed and have up.
Yes.
So tell me about it.
Okay. Quite simple. I was thinking of ways that worthy causes, it could be a charity, it could be a a school raising money for the band. It could be really almost anything. We'll just say that. Almost anything that's truly a worthy cause could raise money through the sale of real estate. People who are buying and selling real estate could come through New England Prosperity. They get the benefits of getting some money back from the commission, and a charitable donation will be made to the worthy cause.
So that's from the seller or the buyer, or from the agent, or both? How does that work?
Well, it really does, in a way, come from the agent.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it comes from the agent, so
Yeah.
it's part of the agent's
Yeah.
commission.
Well, I mean, the seller pays for it.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
given to the agent. The
And
agent.
then the percentage of
Yes,
that goes
yes.
from the
It's
agent's
like
commission.
it's like a way to handle a referral fee. In real estate, referral fees is a major part of the business, and it's breaking it up into money back for the buyer
Charity.
or the seller, and money back for the charity
Nice.
or worthy cause.
So you just explained pretty much how that works?
Yeah.
Great. And so how do I become a client, like a buyer? If I'm a buyer or seller, what do I do?
NewEnglandProsperity.org. Just send an email out and let us know where the property is, your name, your phone number, pretty much it. Email address, so we can get in contact.
And then an agent will get in touch with me?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, so how do I become an agent?
Agents, pretty much the same way. Just contact us, and you'll be part of the New England Prosperity Broker
Team?
network.
Network.
Let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That team is
good too. Yeah.
And
Team.
does that cost an agent anything to be on the site?
Absolutely. At this time, no cost at all.
No cost?
Yeah.
And then what is, like, have you done transactions through New England Prosperity?
Yes.
And what is the typical amount of, like, if it's a $1 million house, what goes back, would you say?
Well, on a percentage basis, okay, so you're asking me to do
Or the percentage. You don't have to do the exact math. Do the percentage. That
No,
makes sense.
I can do it.
You can do the math?
About 5% of the commission goes to the charity.
Wow, that's a lot.
And 20% of the commission goes to the buyer or the seller.
So the average referral fee is somewhere between 20 to 25% when you're doing a referral. So instead of,
Well, it's actually a 35% referral fee.
it's a 35% referral fee.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And of course, we always encourage the buyer or seller to give the 20% they're getting.
As well, on
Sure,
top of it.
Sure.
So can it be any charity?
Yeah, the buyer or seller can actually make a suggestion as to where it's going to go.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. What charities have they donated to, do you know?
Right now, it's been, let's see, Make-A-Wish.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's I'm drawing a blank, the Children's Fund, the
Jimmy
St.
Fund?
St.
Oh,
Jude's.
St. Jude's?
Yeah.
Very nice. So what if I don't care about the kids and the charities? Can I keep all the money as a seller?
No.
Okay, so a portion has to go.
Has to go. And if they don't
Who cares about the kids?
And if they don't choose a charity,
Then
juvenile diabetes is the charity that'll go.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So through New England Prosperity, I can sign up?
That's the default charity. However, if you're like at the PTO at a school and you want to raise money for new uniforms for the marching band or something like
Yeah.
that, anything like that, we'll direct the money to that particular organization.
That's wonderful. And everybody, it's a win-win-win-win situation.
It really is. Yeah.
It's like 4 wins.
Yeah, yeah. The broker who gets the referral
Yeah?
obviously gets business that they wouldn't have had. Now, if the buyer or seller already has picked the broker and the broker doesn't want to be involved in it, we can refer them to another broker.
That will do it.
Yeah.
Very nice. So where can I find information? What was the website again?
NewEnglandProsperity.org.
Great.
We've even done a few little TV shows locally to actually show the process of giving the money to the worthy cause
That's wonderful.
on air.
I like it. So we're moving on. You want to still talk about that, or
No, that's
anything
good.
else to say?
No. We can talk
That's
about
a great-
ice dams while the ice is still there.
The ice dams. I showed a property last week, a condo association. This ice dam was probably 8 feet, and it went right down to. It was like this. I can't do his size.
You're talking about an icicle? One icicle?
And one icicle
Yeah.
was over 8 feet.
Yeah.
It was, big, and it was like going into Mr. Freeze's lair.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
crazy. And then the buyer called the management association to see what was going on. The guy got all angry, and the buyer's like, "Oh, well, is this how they handle things?" I said, "Well, they're probably getting a ton of calls about it. There's
Yeah,
a couple
should've
properties on the market in the
Probably
association."
shifted it away a little bit.
I mean, I think you'd need a chainsaw. The thing was,
Right.
and I don't even, how do you think you would handle something
I've
like
been
that?
knocking big icicles off. I took like a number of brooms or whatever and got them up.
Do you have a
But-
roof rake?
No, my roof is pretty good, but there was one icicle because the snow was so high I couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
And it probably was 2.5 feet in diameter. And,
Yeah.
and it came crashing down this weekend. Made quite a bit of noise.
I've been hearing the noise too. And then I showed another property where it was a pretty big icicle that was coming off the roof, and there's a car. Well, I think there was a car there. I'm pretty sure the car's still there because it's buried underneath
Damaged,
8
probably.
feet of snow.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking,
Maybe
oh
the
my
snow
gosh, when that
cushioned it.
icicle falls down, that's going to go right on that car.
Pierced the
It
roof.
hasn't, I haven't been back again yet, but there's going to be some major damage when these things start melting.
Okay, so we
let's
got
talk about it.
5 tips to help the prevention of ice dams.
Okay.
Okay, number 1, most common way to avoid ice dams is to use a snow rake to help clear your roof. And you always have to lift it up and gently bring it towards you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're going like that,
You're going
gonna-
against the
You're going to ruin your roof.
shingles.
You're going to damage the shingles.
So did you see the one, there was one where it was like a metal, I think it was like a metal box like this that had the roof, and you put it up on top and you shave it up, and it would slide, and it just comes right down, like it just comes down like almost in blocks.
Right. No, I didn't see it. But
Yeah.
you got to be very careful. There are people.
Of going on roofs.
Well, yeah, people. This time of year, people are falling off roofs, and they do end up in some serious condition there. But as the snow starts to melt, also, if it's been building up on the roof. I know people that have been killed. Not me personally,
Sure.
but people that have been killed.
Yeah.
From the falling snow. So
Falling snow. And people are jumping off of roofs too, snow diving. Did you see all that?
I saw that. I saw that on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, they were just,
Yeah.
they would, some of them are in like swimsuits that they're
Right.
diving off the roof.
He did a swan dive and came out the other side.
They're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. Well, roofs or roofs? Roofs?
It should be roofs.
Well, roofs with lots of angles may look nice. They are much more complicated, and thus ventilation and drainage become much more difficult.
Yep. Number 3, reducing heat sources in your attic can also help prevent air leaks that lead to ice dams. Insulation on its own is not enough. So if you have like a 3rd floor attic room, I don't know what you do. You can't just turn the heat off, but I guess that's what causes the melting, and we've had very cold weather, so then it freezes, and that's what creates the
Oh, I
problem.
see. So that's what the problem is, because it melts and then it freezes
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
over the
it's
night.
constant melting and freezing.
Constant melting and freezing.
Yeah.
Oh. This is like a science class.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, where are we? Number 4?
Yep.
In new home development or when re-roofing, install a rubberized roofing underlay that extends at least 6 feet up along the edges of the roof.
Yep. So
Like the Tyvek or?
Yeah, well, no, it's actually rubber.
It's rubber?
So we'll do this in post. But,
Okay.
so this is the roof, that's the wood, this is the underlayment, and this is the rubber barrier. And then this is the ice here. These are the shingles.
I see.
So that's the ice, and you have the gutter here all getting clogged up. So when it rains or when snow is melting, the water gets under here, and then it can't get down to the gutter. So it backs up under the shingles. So that's why the underlayment has to go up.
High.
Yeah.
Okay, number
5. Yep. De-icing cables or heating cables that fit into the roof and gutters are an economical way to help drain a roof of snow melt. And you just have to be careful that they're working well.
De-icing cables. Is it like electric?
Yeah, you plug them in, and there are sometimes problems with them, and houses burn down.
Well, that's not good. So there was a thing about people using nylon stockings. Did you hear that?
But that does melt the snow, the fire.
Oh, the fire melts the snow. Well,
So
you won't have any problem with LE anymore.
You cured the problem.
You won't have any roof, right? That'll be gone. So did you hear this? People were taking nylon stockings and putting ice melt in them.
Okay.
And then
Throwing
them up on the roof so it'll melt the ice.
Okay, so the ice melt destroys the stocking.
Well, actually, the stocking holds the ice melt
Yeah.
intact.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a tube of ice melt, and you throw it up on the roof. You put it up on the roof, and then the ice melts whatever part that you throw up. I guess you're supposed to do it this way, so
Yeah.
it goes against
Okay.
the gutter, and then
Okay.
it melts it, so it doesn't. And then there's enough in there where it continues to melt it.
And then does ice melt do nice things to asphalt shingle, or does that
I'm not sure what
sort
the-
of dissolve the shingle too?
What do you think?
I wouldn't think it's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a chemical.
Yeah.
It could interact and just eat away your whole roof.
And yeah,
I don't know.
and then you don't have any stockings.
I have heard of stuff like this, but here's the best way. we
Okay.
have that. If you already have an ice dam, it is best to call in a professional contractor to use a steamer to help remove the ice. If it is an emergency and you cannot wait for a contractor, you can use a hammer to create holes in the dam and allow the water to drain. However, that method is not recommended because it can cause further damage.
If you just take a hammer to it.
Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah. It's,
Or chainsaw.
yeah, knock it down.
All of it's not good.
Okay, well, this is March, and it's going to melt, right? It does every year.
I had a lockbox freeze up last week. Completely frozen. Ice all over it.
Yep. Yep.
I just changed it. I just got rid of it.
So how'd you get it off the handle?
It was not easy, actually. I had a key
Yeah.
that I pushed, because I could move the numbers, right?
Yeah.
I could move the numbers a little bit slowly. I had to use the key to move the numbers. It was completely
Right,
frozen.
right.
And then I took a key and pushed it down, and then I pushed something into...
You broke it,
I broke.
basically.
Well, it actually still works. It works fine in
In warm weather.
In my house. I took it in my house to see, is this thing gone?
You'll use it.
I think someone might have poured water on it because it was stuck, because it was like a sheet of ice. It was like encased in ice.
It rained a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe that was it. I got a new one.
Okay, so we have time for this.
What are we doing?
Your broker may not be telling you. 5 things.
Okay.
Yeah. Selling a home is a major undertaking for anyone and isn't to be approached lightly. You want to do everything right to nail the sale, but what is your real estate agent keeping from you that might impair a successful sale? Okay, you want to do number 1?
Yeah, I'll do number 1.
Go for it.
Your asking price is wrong. Everyone wants to get top dollar for their house, and the larger your selling price, the larger the agent's commission. But the market fluctuates, and you need to be realistic about where your home stands now. Make sure you do some research to calculate what your home is worth in today's market. If your asking price is higher than an appraiser or lender believes it to be, you might price yourself out of a sale and deter buyers from coming, right? Sometimes you tell them the price is wrong and they don't want to listen.
And if it's priced, I don't even know, can you price it too low in a good market? I mean, we have sellers markets in many parts of the country.
That's an excellent question. I don't think so. I think that...
Price it for $1?
Well, not for $1, but I think that if you're slightly under what the market, like you get a market value roughly, within, 2% of what you think it's going to sell for. And then if you price it slightly under what other houses in comparison have been selling for, they see, the buyers and the buyer's agents see these properties and know it's a value because they're comparing it to other houses that are on the market.
And then you get a bidding war.
And they think, oh my gosh, we can't let this go. And if one thinks it, usually at least 3, maybe 4 think it.
Yep.
And then they don't want to lose it because they a lot of times buyers just want the deal too. They want a great deal that they think, okay, well, compared to every other house I've seen, this is the best value, this is the best house in their price range, and they'll make an offer.
And ironically, they usually pay too much in these situations.
They could possibly, yeah, which is interesting.
So,
and then it's good for it's the best thing for the seller because you get multiple offers to choose from, multiple buyers with multiple different situations with their financing. Maybe you got one cash, one without, one with strong financing.
In commercial real estate, often there's no price.
They don't even have a price.
They don't put.
They don't do per square foot?
No, there's no asking price at all. There's like a target price, there's sort of a guidance price. Well, we think it's worth 50 million, for example. But it is listed without a price and people want it and they bid on it. So the question is, what happens if the same thing happens with residential real estate? Would offers come in? And my guess is probably.
So would you price a property for $1?
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
I'm thinking of trying that. I have one property I could probably do an experiment with and let you know.
I would love to see what happens.
It's pre-construction. We've got the plans. It's a great location. I have a price on it, but maybe... Well,
even if you did like 100,000, like it's the same as $1, and if it's the value's there,
true, or, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, because the seller doesn't have to accept anything.
Yeah. So number 2, your situation is totally wrong. Are you selling your home for the right reasons? Good reasons include relocating and a reduced need for space. There are, however, many wrong reasons to push for a sale, including attempting to avoid major repairs in order to, quote-unquote, play the market, or because your mortgage exceeds the value of your house. Well, you might be tempted to avoid repair costs by pawning them off on the next guy. You will be ethically and legally obligated to disclose the shoddy roof when you sell. Remember that if you're playing the market because of recent rise in home values, there's a flip side. You'll soon become a buyer in that same market. Down markets recover over time, so try to remember all the good things that led you to initially buy your home. If you can afford your mortgage payments, it could be a good idea to sit out the market.
If your mortgage is above the value, if the value has gone down since you purchased. Is that what you're saying, that one?
I believe that's the case. So it's just like the wrong reason to sell. Your broker may not be honest with you about, whether it's a good idea to sell or not.
Yeah, I usually ask, why are you selling? What's the reason?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, number 3.
So that's good. Okay, you don't need to do anything to prepare your home for selling for the market. Of course you do. First, step back and realize that you're bidding your home farewell. Remove personal effects to present a blank canvas for potential buyers' own dreams. Remove clutter, even if this means renting a storage unit. That's good advice. Stow items you plan to keep. Window curtains, for example. So if you like those window curtains, take them down so you don't have to say, we're going to
Exclude them.
exclude the window curtains. Same thing with like a chandelier, any kind of things that you want to keep for whatever reason. Instead of excluding them, just take them down and put something else up. Replace them. That's good. And complete minor repairs you've been putting off and clean the house from top to bottom. Hire a professional if you are adverse to such a large cleaning job. Finally, take an objective walk through the premises, starting with the front yard. Make sure your house has curb appeal and that the appeal carries throughout your home.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, you know, I try to tell people you don't, you know,
Basically.
don't put a whole new kitchen in, you know.
Basically, in a word, it's staging.
Staging.
Clean it up, declutter, organize, make it look pretty.
Yeah.
You know, those photos that are going to be taken can either attract buyers or turn them off. So number 4, you should or shouldn't hold an open house. Some people are uncomfortable with the idea of strangers roaming through their home with minimal supervision. But this concern is usually outweighed by the potential that an interested buyer might drop in and fall in love with the house. Other agents will also come by and see your property, and they can send clients your way.
I do like doing open houses. I think that they're effective, in my opinion. I think that they're good.
Yeah, it says in some markets, open houses rarely lead to sales. You know, even if that's true, I think they're still important.
I do too.
You know, word gets out about, you know, I mean, if the house is a great deal, word will travel faster if people get in to see it.
Sure.
It also makes it easier for people to get into the house. They know they can get in at that time.
Yeah, some people don't even want to set appointments. They don't have agents yet. They don't,
But
they wait for the open house. And it's, what is it, a couple hours out of?
Yeah, but it's 2 things. Price it right and do an open house.
Yeah, I like that.
And then,
That's my favorite.
and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
After the first weekend, you don't have to do another open house.
Sure.
So it's going to be sold, right?
And then the other attendants of the other buyers that are coming through, I like that little, they can see the other people, and there's like a feel like there's a
Feeding frenzy.
Well, feeding frenzy, there is. I think that kind of just interaction is what I'm trying to say between these are who you're trying to get competitive against each other.
If the house is priced right.
If it's priced correctly.
Price it right, get a lot of activity focused within, and it shouldn't be like a 5-hour open house.
No, you got 2 hours max. That's enough.
Totally tops. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get then when they walk through, if you've done everything else that everyone, you know, made sure that the property looks good and has good curb appeal. So one couple buyer might be walking through and see the other couple walking through, and you can just, you know, I've seen it happen so many times where you see the looks and, oh, come here, come talk to me. You know, they want, come here, come talk to me. And you can hear them whispering with their agent. And, you know, it's great to see.
Right.
All right, number 5, you must tailor your schedule to fit potential buyers' schedules.
These are things that your broker may not be telling you.
So, yeah, okay, you don't have to show the property on weekends or nights, just between, your toddler takes naps between
Wednesday
10 and 1.
Between 3 and 4, that's fine. We'll just show it Wednesdays between 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So if you work or have small children in your house, it might seem difficult to find a time to show your home, but most buyers have their own scheduling constraints. On weekdays, real estate agents can access your home to show to clients while you are at work or out on errands. Showings on evenings and over weekends are also a possibility. Don't feel that you have to drop everything and exit your home when you learn someone wants to go through. Anyone interested in a tour of your home is likely willing to do so at your convenience. I get it. Like, I had a showing last week. They wanted to go in. broker wanted to get in there right away, and I called the seller and I said, is there any chance we can get someone in there in the next hour? And he said, I have company right now. We're having dinner. So I called the other agent. I said, it doesn't work today. Today doesn't work. But, for the most part, you try to be flexible.
My experience, for the most part, those last-minute requests on a percentage basis, they don't work out anyway.
Sure.
The way to sell it, do an open house on Saturday, do an open house on Sunday, price it right, then you don't have to be worried about all of that.
So you want to do the bottom line?
Yeah, sure. Bottom line. Do your research before hiring a real estate agent. Seek referrals from others who've recently sold their homes. Talk to other agents to determine if your agent is reputable and easy to work with. Exercise caution, and you will find a real estate professional who will equip you with all the tools for a successful sale.
And tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Right. So that wraps it up for today.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
a good show.
Did our show.
Very
Real
good.
Estate on Sunday. I'm Jim Lowenstern.
I'm Diana Doherty. We'll see you next time.
Yep, next week.